This is ReadAlignDoAlignCooking.com. My name is Mike Pierce. Welcome to my kitchen and welcome to my home. Today, we are going to make rigatoni dragged with Florentine Meat Ragu from a cookbook titled Biba's Italy by a person named Biba Caggiano, I think. Anyways, it's essentially just spaghetti with a meat sauce, except it's rigatoni instead of spaghetti, and it's a ragu instead of just a meat sauce. It's a little different. This is just kind of a weird recipe, which is one of the reasons I picked it. And weird's, I'm sure it's not the right word, just unusual for me at least. So this one uses some odd stuff for a red sauce, basically. Like, there's the zest of a lemon and whatnot in this thing. So I thought it'd be neat. I have a friend coming over later. I think she'll like this. So we have some prep work to do. So the first thing we need to do, take care of this. So as always, one on me, one on the down angle, and we'll get this going. So let's start with the onion, and you always cut it this way, so you attach the root. Keep the root attached, I should say. Get that cleaned off. All right. And then we got to peel it a bit. So step one complete. Our carrot, our onion, and our celery have all been nice and diced. Minced, technically. This one's going to be a little easier because here's my fresh rosemary and here's my fresh parsley. There's a limit to what I can do for all this. So it says to do 2 tablespoons of fresh rosemary. That's usually 2 to 1, so you just do 1 tablespoon of dried. 1 tablespoon of dried. And parsley, it's saying 1 tablespoon of fresh, so we'll do half a tablespoon. The recipe calls for 2 cloves. I'm using 3, just because I like them. Part 2 done. Okay, well, here's our pound of ground chuck, and here's some chicken livers. This is an odd one for me. I'm not up on this, but I'll give it a go. So let's take one of these and finely minced. Yeah, I'm betting that's what you should do. Technically, I think that's just 1. I don't know. I think I'm going to do 2 because they scare me a bit. I think 2's enough. It looks terrible. It's probably really good. I don't know what to do with these now. Probably just put them in the freezer. Okay, so we're basically done with our prep work, as near as I can tell. So what we need to do now is I need to clean up a bit, move a camera over there, and get things started. So we'll be back in a couple minutes and we'll start cooking. Be right back. All right, we're back. We're basically all set. While we were gone, I went ahead and added the spices I needed to do, which was nutmeg, red pepper flakes, and I added some cayenne pepper just because I like it. I opened my can of tomatoes, I opened my can of chicken broth, I got ready to open my wine, I've got my oil ready, and the first thing it wants us to do is heat the oil in a medium saucepan over medium heat. As soon as the oil is nice and hot, add the onion, carrot, and celery. Cook, stirring until the vegetables begin to soften about 5 minutes. Add the rosemary, parsley, garlic, and stir until the mixture has a nice golden color, about 3 to 4 minutes more. Then we'll raise the heat and add the meat. That's what we're doing. So I'm even going to try and make this accurate with 1/3 of a cup of oil, which is what they say. Starting to smoke a little. That usually means we're good to go. Well, it's been about 5 minutes. The next step is to add the parsley, the garlic, and the rosemary. So here it is. So we're basically on medium heat right now. We're going to cook this until we get a little bit of a golden brown to it. Then we're going to add our meat and chicken livers. I'm going to raise the heat to high when that happens. Well, it's been about 4 minutes. So I guess it's time to add our chicken and livers. This should be interesting. Oh, came right out. Okay, the next step is to add 1 cup of, it says a medium-bodied red wine such as Chianti Classico. See that? Look at that. I even got the right bottle. It's very impressive. I know. It says to stir until half the wine is evaporated. I'm not sure how I'll know that. I'm just going to stir for a little while and hope it looks obvious. It smells amazing, by the way. Mostly just the rosemary. I think we're pretty good. So the next step, it says, is to add the tomatoes, nutmeg, red pepper flakes, and lemon zest. So here is our tomatoes. Just 1 can of crushed. That's what I had. And here is our spices. And half a lemon zest. It's really hot to do this over this. It says next to season with salt. I don't know how much salt to put in. That's probably enough. I don't know. If you want more, you can do it yourself. And then add the chicken broth. It says 2.5 cups. I'm adding 2 cups because that's what comes in a can. So if I need the other half, well, we're just kind of screwed. All right, so here's where we are. We've done everything. We are at the point now where we are just bringing it to a fast simmer, which is, it's getting there. We're going to reduce the heat to very low, partially cover and simmer, stirring from time to time until the ragu has reached a rich brown color and dense consistency, about 2 hours. So I'm just going to turn off the cameras because there's no reason to watch a pot simmer for about 2 hours. So we'll see in about 2 hours. Be right back. Okay, it's pretty early. It's only been about an hour, but if you look, we're in the neighborhood. So I just wanted to show you what it looks like. It is just a full-on meat sauce. Look at that. It smells amazing. And I've tasted it, and it was really good. So I'm going to put this on what's called the simmer switch, which is the one next door, which you can't really see, because this needs to go for a little while still. All right, well, we're all done. If you take a look, it's pretty nice. Not too bad. Look on the down angle. This is just a meat sauce. I mean, just completely meat. Everything else just kind of goes away. It's like a sloppy Joe on pasta. It tastes pretty good. I tried it an hour ago. So let's put some of that freshly grated Parmesan on. Perfect. And we got to try it every time. It's really, really good. It's very different than anything I've made before. It's not anything like the normal, just throw some Italian seasoning in with some ground beef and tomatoey stuff. It's much different in flavor. It's very good. I'd highly recommend it. I have no idea how the lemon zest and the rest of it works into this, but it's quite a good recipe. Anywho, it was pretty easy too. So, as always, if you like the videos, please like the videos. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe. And until next time, thank you so much. I very much appreciate it. Bye-bye.